Hello friends. So in this video we are going to study laws of chemical combination. So basically we will study four laws in this video. So first law is law of conservation of mass. So law of conservation of mass. This law was given by Lavoisier. Lavoisier. So this law was given by Lavoisier. So it states that matter can neither be created nor be destroyed. So a statement for this law is matter can neither be created nor be destroyed. Matter can neither be created nor be destroyed. So it says that in a chemical reaction the mass is conserved. That is mass of the reactants before the chemical reaction is same as the mass of product that is generated in the chemical reaction. So let us take an example of production of water through combination of H2O. So H2 combines with half molecule of oxygen to form one molecule of H2O. So mass before combination, it is mass of hydrogen is 2, mass of 2 grams, 1 mole of hydrogen gas is 2 grams, and mass of half moles of oxygen gas is 16 grams, and the mass of water is 2 plus 16, it is 18 grams. So mass before reaction is 2 gram plus 16 grams is 18 grams, and mass after the reaction also is 18 grams. So in a chemical reaction the mass is conserved. So we can write in a chemical reaction mass is conserved. Okay, now we will see second law of chemical combination. Second law of chemical combination is law of constant or definite proportion. So the second law of chemical combination is law of constant or definite proportion. This law states that a given compound, this law states that a given compound always contains same proportion of the elements by weight irrespective of source of the compound, whether it is produced in chemical laboratory or it is derived from the nature. So this law states that a given compound always contains same proportion of the element by weight. Irrespective of the origin of the origin or of the compound, or we can say source of the compound. For example, if there is a molecule of water, it will always contain 2 H2O. So ratio of masses of H2 hydrogen and oxygen is 2:16, or we can say 1:8. So always this element will have same proportion of the two elements, 1:8, whether it is produced in laboratory or it is derived from the natural sources. So this law was given by Joseph Proust. So the scientist, it was given by Joseph Proust, So Proust studied 2 samples of cupric carbonate, and he found that the proportion of the elements in both was the same. And then he formulated this law. Like, he studied sample of synthetic sample and natural sample, and he found that the composition was constant, and it was found that in cupric carbonate copper was 51.65% and carbon was 9.74% and copper was found to be 51.35%. Carbon was 9.74% and oxygen was found to be 38.91%. So in both the samples, this was the proportion of the elements in cupric carbonate. Now we will see the third law of chemical combination, and this law is called law of multiple proportion. So what does law of multiple proportion say? So law of multiple proportion says that if two elements combine to form two or more than two compounds, then the masses of one element that combines with fixed mass of another element bear a simple whole number ratio. We'll see the example, then we'll understand better. So the law of multiple proportion says, and it was given by John Dalton, It states that if two elements combine to form two or more than two compounds, then the masses of one element that combines with one element that combines with fixed mass of the other element bear a simple whole number ratio. Like if we take the example, so it states that if two elements, if there are two elements and they form more than two compounds, then the masses of one element which combine with fixed mass of the other element bear a simple whole number ratio. Like if we take example of compounds of hydrogen and oxygen. So hydrogen and oxygen form two compounds, let us say H2O and H2O2. So in these two compounds, mass of hydrogen is fixed, masses of hydrogen are fixed, and oxygen reacts in different proportion with fixed mass of oxygen. So the law says that the mass of element which combines with fixed mass of the other. So here we have to see the ratio of masses of oxygen molecules which combine with fixed masses of hydrogen molecules. So mass of hydrogen is fixed and oxygen combines in the ratio 1:2, that is simple whole number ratio. So in H2O and H2O2, the ratio of oxygen which combines with fixed masses of hydrogen is 1:2, which is nothing but a simple whole number ratio. So the compounds states only that. So now we will see the fourth law. So fourth law is the law of reciprocal proportion. Reciprocal proportion, and this law was given by Ritcher, Ritcher, scientist who gave this law was Ritcher. So what does this law say? So this law says that if two different elements combine with fixed mass of the third element to form compounds, then the ratio of masses in which they do so is either same or simple whole number ratio of the masses in which they combine with each other. So the statement is a bit complicated. So first we'll write the law and then we'll break the statement in fragments and we'll understand. So if two elements combine with fixed mass of the third element, then the ratio of masses in which they do so is either same or simple whole number multiple of masses in which they combine with each other. Same or simple whole number multiple, then the ratio of masses in which they do so is either same or simple whole number multiple of the ratio in which they combine, in which they combine with each other. So let us break this statement and understand it. So if there are two elements which combine with fixed mass of the third element, so we have to have two elements which combine with fixed mass of the third element. So for example, CO2 and SO2 combine with same mass of the oxygen to form, for example, carbon and sulfur combine with same masses of O2 to give CO2 and SO2. So carbon and sulfur combine with O2 to give CO2. Sulfur combines with oxygen to give SO2, and carbon combines with sulfur to give CS2. So let us see what are the ratios. So what the law says is that if the two elements like carbon and sulfur combine with oxygen to form compounds, and the masses of oxygen with which carbon and sulfur combine are fixed, so oxygen in this compound is also 32, and in this compound is also 32 grams. In 1 mole of CO2 is 32 grams, and in 1 mole of SO2 is also 32 grams. So now we have to see the ratio of masses in which they do so. So the ratio of masses of carbon and sulfur in which they combine with oxygen should be simple whole number ratio of masses in which of the masses in which carbon and sulfur combine. So carbon and sulfur combine with 32 grams of oxygen, and the ratio of masses of carbon and sulfur in these compounds is C/S will be 12, and here sulfur will be 32. So this ratio is 12 is to 32, and the ratio of carbon and sulfur in their compounds is 12, and here it is 64. So 12 is to 64. So this ratio is 2 times of this ratio. This ratio in which carbon and sulfur combine with fixed mass of oxygen is 2 times the ratio in which carbon and sulfur combine with each other. So this is 2 and 2 is to 1. So this is simple whole number multiple of the ratio in which these two combine with each other. So this is all about laws of chemical combination. There are few more laws we will see in the subsequent chapters. Till then.